Duncan Njue is in the studio. Duncan, karibu sana. Welcome to Transformational Thursday, brother.
Santi.
Listen, Duncan, I've got to tell you a story, though. Yeah, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Before we get into you, because we'll get into you next. Don't worry. It's not delay story mob. Have you ever been slapped by a chick?
By a chick?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Now you see, I like
might
that.
have happened.
You see,
but not yet.
You see that one of not yet.
Yeah.
You see now, no. No. We are not talking about role play. You don't have theme nights, Duncan. No.
You see the funny thing?
Duncan, let me tell you. You see, like abstract, he sprints to the SGR, gets on board that sprinting, because every weekend when he's not playing, there's role play. By the way, down in Mombasa. So slapping is part of the program. Are we together? But the reason why I brought this up, the reason why you are honest. Anyway, Kev, have you been slapped by Chile? Yani in anger.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah.
How did you react, bro?
I did nothing.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, right, Duncan?
Yeah.
Yeah, because somebody has written in, okay, and said, "Hi, Quach. The company I work in has been experiencing financial challenges. I've not been able to drive to work as I used to. One time, I borrowed my wife's car. A few hours after I arrived, she followed me to work and demanded that I give her back the car keys. We had an altercation at the parking, and she ended up slapping me on the face."
Where?
Vis-a-vis the buttocks. Sad to say, my subordinates saw all that happened. I've not been the same since then. I don't know how to redeem myself, especially with the team I lead.
Where?
No, now, you see, Duncan, I needed this to marinate. Ne?
Yeah.
And even you, my brother.
Yeah.
Because here, when he says, the question you guys have to ask yourself, this woman came to Jobo and demanded the keys back. But then earlier on he said he borrowed my wife's car. Did he borrow wife's car without permission? That's like theft, right?
Yeah.
Can you steal from your person?
I doubt.
Could
Yeah.
happen.
It can happen.
Could
eh?
happen. Yeah. Depends on the situation.
Bas. My friend,
Yeah.
we're going to get to that in the 5 o'clock hour. But right now, next, Duncan Njue is in the studio. It's Transformational Thursday. You love this story. First of all, Duncan, before we go to a backstory, where's your local? Where do you hang out?
My local.
Yeah. You're not expecting that one.
I can tell.
Am I allowed to say for my security reasons?
No.
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah. Just wait. Where do you
so I chill most of the time at the Tulip.
Okay.
The Golden Tulip.
All right.
So that's close to my office. So
Right.
that makes it easy for me.
Yeah.
To meet people.
Right.
Relax.
Oh, yeah.
And take it easy. So
Okay.
yeah, you find me most of the time there.
Okay.
Or mostly over the week.
Over the week, eh?
Yeah.
Alafu na weekends.
The weekend you find me everywhere. So many
Yeah.
places. So
Yeah.
the weekend is I would say I like moving.
Right.
So you find me anywhere. Could be on a trip.
Right.
Yeah, could be hanging out with family.
Right.
Yeah, could be anything. So weekend I like to make it easy. It's not strictly
Okay.
I do this exactly, but I like to do things that can help me, get out of my everyday.
I like that. I like that.
Grind. Yeah.
Golf or pool?
Pool.
I like that.
Yeah.
You any good?
I'm good. I would say I'm good.
And you abstract?
Between? I do need it.
No. Chill. Because if you ask between and you are not listening to what I asked, no. Okay. No, let me ask you then.
Yeah.
Golf, strip poker.
Strip.
Okay, you see now what Duncan, let's focus on you now. Because let's go back to story. And what I found it intriguing when we go back in time, Maseno University was where it all started from. Yeah?
Yeah.
But where did you go to school though, bro, before you went to Maseno in Kapo?
I studied in Embu,
Right.
a school called Kigonge.
Right.
So it's a high school. It's a local high
Yes,
school. I would
yes.
call it that.
Yes.
So way back then, I mean, I went in high school. Went to 4 schools.
Yes.
Long story, but there was some complications in between all that, and I had to move a couple of schools before I cleared.
Okay.
But after that, that's when I went to Maseno University.
Right.
Yeah.
And what were we studying there, bro?
So at Maseno, I studied political science and information technology.
Good one.
So then, but I loved the IT part of it. So at the time, I had passion for IT, and I would sneak in some classes where IT was more delivered. And I remember when I was finishing my first year, getting in second year, I was chosen as the first Google student ambassador.
Yes. Yes.
So I got into that program. It was the first time they were enrolling it in Africa.
Yes.
So I got that opportunity to represent the entire university in terms of enabling students to utilize technology to learn better, and also the institution in terms of learning better. So that, I would say, that's where my passion and love for technology began. And from there, I mean, I've been always wanting to help people utilize technology to better advance their outcomes every day.
Okay. Yeah. So let's give us timelines. When was this? When was this?
So this was around 2013.
Right.
Yeah.
This 2013.
Yeah, that's 2013.
Now, with this, your first one chosen by Google, was there competition, or this is just
it was an application.
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of people applied. So then they were choosing per university. They were choosing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was the one chosen for Maseno University.
Wow.
Together with my colleague back then,
Yes.
called James Odede.
Yes.
Very good entrepreneur as well.
Yes.
He runs Lake Hub. It's
yes, I know
innovation
about.
hub.
I know about Lake Hub.
Yeah.
So now, this is you guys. First one chosen by Google from Maseno. So back in the day, Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah, like you now when you're in Campo, first year. This first year, no?
This is second year.
You're in the second
They
year.
are joining second year.
All right. So end of first year, bro.
Okay.
What were you doing?
Hey, guy. Missing half the classes.
Yes.
And making
Being a
money.
porn star.
I was hacking. I was hacking the system.
You're hacking the system.
Yeah. I used to change people's name.
So you also did IT.
Yeah, comp science. Yes.
Really?
That's how I used to make my money.
Okay, you're a hacker. Eh?
Yeah, one day if they hear about this,
Yeah, but they're listening now.
Hey, wait.
Okay, so that's it. Now, were you considered a bit of a nerd in Maseno? Because I can imagine this is 2013, and then there you are. Okay.
Yeah, kinda, because I mean, I was there. My colleague and everyone else was chosen. They were coming from purely computer science, IT classes only.
Yes.
So I was the only one chosen in another field, which was art.
Yes. Wow.
So I would say I always loved tech, and I mean my interest with tech just grew when I got that opportunity. So yeah.
Okay. Were you dating at this time?
Yeah.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
You're the full nerd there in Maseno.
I wouldn't say I was dating much, but I mean I was talking to people.
Yeah, but I like that. Hey, they were talking.
Networking.
Networking. I like that.
I'm trying to code into their hearts.
I like that. And then Youth Hub came about.
Yeah.
Tell us that story, brother.
Yeah, so in second year we started a club. It was initially as a club. It was called the Youth Hub, which started as a club, but it grew so much interest from the administration and the students.
So this is clearly now where Duncan. This is Maseno, ne?
This is Maseno. We're in second year right now.
Right.
We're in second year. I'm still in the program with Google.
Yes.
So we go out and start Youth Hub. So Youth Hub comes out, and the purpose of this club is to empower young people to be entrepreneurs of tomorrow, right? So when we start that, we ran our first youth summit. And we do that in Maseno with very limited resources, struggling to get around a lot. I mean, we were students, we didn't have a lot of money in our pocket, so we go out there, we organize one of the best summits or conferences that had been seen in the institution at that time, and the uni comes in and says, we want to sponsor the second one. After this.
What is this summit about?
So it was all about entrepreneurship and technology. So we brought together seasoned entrepreneurs in the region, and what they were doing is they were, if you've seen the model of innovation hubs,
yes,
it's all about support mechanism and mentorship. So we would run a two-day summit, which would be geared around helping young people figure out what is entrepreneurship. Is a course I'm learning? Can I jump into entrepreneurship? Because most of the time you find young people think, okay, since I'm learning, I'm studying education, for example, I can't get into entrepreneurship. You get
right.
So for us, it was to open the minds of young people at a very early age.
Yes.
To see entrepreneurship as an opportunity, not only to create employment for yourself but also for other people.
Right.
So with that, we had that chance, and I'm glad a lot of people came out of that and they went out and created things for themselves.
Okay, but then now the administration, they come and tell you, listen, we loved what you did, because this is you guys basically, this is your own initiative. Yeah. And they say, we want to back you in the second edition. Yeah. This was a yearly event?
Yeah, it was a yearly event.
Yeah.
So they said, hey, we want to support you in the second one. Right. So the first one, we were really bootstrapping in all ways possible. But the second one, we were able to come together as a team. Now we became a team of about 5 people. I remember.
Yes.
I think 2 ladies, 3 gentlemen. That's the first time I learned how to work with teams.
Yes.
And that was the first time I discovered the dynamics of building teams and the dynamics of growing businesses with the right teams. So we made mistakes over time. The guys came in and sometimes financials bring in fighting with people, but on the second one we were funded by the institution. Yes. And also we were able to bring a few other corporate supporters who supported us and gave us some funds to run the event, since it wasn't being charged to students, so it was usually being free.
Okay, so which year is this?
So this is 2014 now.
This is 2014 now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the story evolves.
Yeah.
That was successful.
Yeah.
And then Youth Hub grows.
Yeah. Youth Hub grows in that, let me say, in that ecosystem at that time, because when you're in a region like Kisumu, I would say you're kind of disadvantaged, and unlike if you're in Nairobi. Okay, so let me say, if I was running this thing in Nairobi, the wings to fly could have been much easier, right? So in that region, when you work in that area, you build a network that's circled within that area. All right. So for us, 2013, 2014 went really well. All right. Until now, when I finished 2015, around 2016, and we left now the club to the other student to keep on running it. Right, so we mentored other guys to come and keep on running it. So after that, we left, and so
you've graduated.
Yeah,
now.
Graduated. Yeah.
Okay. And then what happens next?
So after I graduated, let me say, before I graduated, I had the opportunity to join the American Chamber of Commerce in Kenya.
Okay.
Nice.
So I got that chance. I would say. Through a lot of I would say persistence, because what happened is I when I came to Nairobi, I didn't know anyone. I had just a bag for myself and a few things that I was carrying on my back, but I wanted to get an opportunity where I could learn and grow. So I started reaching out to different organizations, calling in randomly and checking if there was any opportunity. So lucky enough, on one of those days I was doing that, I landed by the number of the CEO then of the
American Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, the chamber itself.
Yes.
So I got so lucky. So I spoke to her and she was like, I don't know. I think I like you. Could you come this XYZ day for an interview?
Okay. And this is in Gigiri or where?
No, it was in Upper Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola headquarters. They were housed there.
Yes.
So that's how I got that opportunity. But then I went there and I stayed there for a while. Time passed, and
as what? As an employee? Are you now?
yeah.
Okay.
Right now I'm an employee
Yes,
there. Yeah,
yes,
so
yeah.
I'm an employee. I'm
Yes.
getting my small salary there,
yes.
and I'm surviving this city.
Right.
So come graduation, then 2016, when we left school.
Yes.
Right. We had formed a partnership with a friend of mine, two of our friends, and we would be starting a company that would be selling software. So they were on the design and development side of things, and I was on selling, pitching, the financials, everything, right? So that company didn't go so well. So that was my first hardest fall in terms of being an entrepreneur, because
what was it called, Duncan?
it was called Ton Loop.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ton Loop was like our first baby,
Yes.
but it wasn't so successful. So we really struggled with it. We tried to sell. I remember one of those solutions we were selling a school management solution. So this school management software was we had built it from custom, but the hard part was the selling part, because we didn't have a lot of experience selling. So we really struggled with that. I remember one time we made a revenue of about 40,000 in a period of 3 months. We were 3 of us. We are subdividing this among ourselves, and we're looking at we can go on with this. So so 2016 was really tough for me. I would say in my career, 2016 was the toughest because through that I tried to talk. I had a lot of people I knew, and a network of people I knew that were entrepreneurs themselves. I remember one time.
You've met them through the chamber.
Yeah, I met them through the chamber, and also what I was doing with Google and the hub itself. Okay. So I met these people. I remember just across the street from where we are sitting, Plaza 2000. I went to meet a very successful entrepreneur there who was doing really well. It was my friend, and I remember that day I came all the way from past Rongai, and I'm going to see this gentleman, and I don't have fare back home, and I'm thinking, if I go and strike a deal with this guy, I'm sure I'll find my way back home. So I come all the way, and the crazy part, I come, we talk. Of course, there's nobody who is going to sign you a check, and it matures that minute. There wasn't even a check that was signed that day anyway. So doesn't happen. I'm stuck Mombasa Road. I don't have fare. I don't have anything. So that was one of my lowest moments as an entrepreneur, because sometimes you feel like you're alone. You're alone in it, and when you talk to other people, you've already borrowed too much. You can't borrow anymore. You get, so you've already gone too deep in, and even people close to you, they're like, now you need to change. You can. Why don't you apply for a job and go for it?
Right.
I totally understand that feeling.
You do, eh?
Trust me, 100. So trust me, I do.
So so you go all out there, and you try so many things, okay, until maybe you find the one, okay.
Yes.
But what I believe is the journey of an entrepreneur is usually like you have to go through a couple of certain things to be mature enough to run a business.
I like that. So let's talk about that lowest moment. There you are. You've come out of this company on Mombasa Road. You're going to stop across the street. You're going to strike that deal. The deal did not materialize.
Didn't go through.
You come out of the office. You have no bob to take you back past Rongai. That's Magadine.
Yeah.
What did you do?
So I stood at the stage. So and I waited.
This is a feeling ne? Pako aleo today. Oh, good man.
You stand there and you wait. All right, and they say, now I have to try.
Yes.
So I saw a gentleman whom we were standing with a couple of them. There was a couple of people there, yes. And I saw this gentleman, and I talked to him and told him, man, I don't have even a bob, and I need to get to town, man. Can you help me?
Yes.
So this guy tells me, it's okay, I'll pay for you up to town.
Yes.
So this guy, I don't know if he knew how much he had helped me that day. Yes. He never knew, because I took his number over those years, and a few years back I put something in his M-Pesa, and this guy was so surprised, because out of that 30 bob he paid for me, I paid him hundreds of time.
How much did you put in?
30,000.
Can I give you 30 shillings right now?
No.
I think what you should ask yourself is if you could give him 30 G's now. Ataweka ngapi?
Maze.
Wow. From that one act of desperation, the year was 2016, 2017.
Yeah, 2016 now.
That's 2016, across the street, Plaza 2000.
Yeah.
Right? Here on Mombasa Road. It is now 2023. From Maseno University to now being the CEO of GrowthPad Digital Consulting, and also that he founded in 2017. We're going to get to that next. And then he's an award-winning entrepreneur and also the founder of 99 Construction Africa, a construction technology company. Abstract, Kevin?
Yes.
What is a construction technology company?
I'll
Because this
find
is
out.
no. Hey.
I have no idea.
What were you doing in campus, my friend?
Simedi Techie. I was
Bas.
networking in the cyber
No.
security.
I know you are networking, my friend. Networking, you najua ulikuwa unafanya. But me want to know, ulikuwa unasoma.
Nilikuwa nazindikiza watu shule.
Listen, so Duncan Njue is in the studio, all right, from Youth Hub to GrowthPad. We're going to get to that. Listen, but now we asked you to come with a list of songs, brother, because we're hanging out, right? It's about your story.
Yeah.
And you picked several songs. Can you remember them? There was Nelly, Neo, Usher, Craig David. Remember those ones?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Craig David, 7 Days.
Okay, so we're going to start with 7 Days then, because that's the one that's top of mind for you, is it?
Yeah.
So and we usually ask, so when you hear this song, what memories does it invoke for you? What's happening when Craig David's 7 Days was playing for you back in the day?
Back in the day. That song is very soulful. Very soulful. It's, I don't know, the melody, the way it's constructed, the way it's put together. For me, it's really stands out for me.
Okay.
And 7 Days also means that when you look at when you're an entrepreneur yourself, you look at how many days you work in a week.
Yes.
Could be even 7 days or more if there were more days. Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's a more recent song for you. But is there one that yani invokes memories of school, campo? Yani that's when I met my friend. That is when at my lowest moment, this is what I was listening to. This is the one. Da. No. You think about that one.
Neo So Sick.
Okay, so who are you so sick of?
No, that's a song from the past. So that's a blast from the past.
Blast from the past,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that one. So we'll start off with Neo So Sick, ne? Now, does it remind you of a breakup though? No?
Maybe.
It's a yes or no answer.
Yeah, it does.
I can tell. Yeah.
It does, ne?
Yeah. Oh,
Was this before, during, after campus? No?
During, I think. During.
It was during campo, yeah. You wanna give a shout out?
Please do.
No, not today.
Or not today, yeah?
Yeah, but I will next time.
Next time. So sick of love songs. Oh yeah, it's Transformational Thursday, no? Duncan's in the studio. He's a 27-year-old entrepreneur. This gentleman was chosen as the first from that region being Maseno University, by Google to basically represent. Went on to start Youth Hub for the Lake Basin area code. Now he is on a path that is basically making him a visionary. He is an award-winning entrepreneur. And he's also got to read this. Also the founder of 99 Construction Africa, a construction technology company, and the CEO of GrowthPad Digital Consulting. Duncan Njue, once again, welcome to Transformational Thursday. It's all about aspiring to inspire. Now, you said that, let's go back. Craig David. That was not sentimental. It's just you were saying as an entrepreneur, it just tells you how many days of the week you've got to work. Love that. Now, Abstract, or aka Kevin, that's how he was known in campus.
No, in Capo was Albino. They used to call me Albino. I don't know why.
Where the hell do you go to school? South Sudan?
No.
The hell would they call you Albino?
It was like it had like a joke inside. Yeah.
No, please share the joke.
I
Please,
will
Kevin.
never.
No, I want to know why. No, you can't open Pandora's box in your schools like that. No. Why did they call you Albino? Kevin, hold on. Do you think Duncan? Oh, I'm sorry because he said hidden joke. Oh my God, do you have vitiligo on your penis?
No.
Do you have a white penis?
No. Actually, what happened? It was that time when this superstitious stuff about albinos being sold in TZ.
So someone said, hold on. Oh, you were selling body parts?
No. Someone said, let's just pack you a white dye and we sell you as an albino.
Listen, what were you smoking? You guys, that was a good idea. They'd have chopped you up, right? What school was that?
What part of Naz?
Nazarene. Okay. That's a kind of, you know, Duncan, those campuses that closed. What's those ones? I saw one. There used to be an aviation college, but I saw a campus, but there's no airstrip nearby. I'm like, how does it work? What was it?
By there, it still exists by there.
Shh, but come, it still existed. Keep quiet. Those guys, they still have charter.
I don't know how even the name and the
no. I'm like, since I'm top of a bar in town. The one is in LD and there's no, and it's on the way somewhere in the middle of a coffee plantation. The hell? Anyway, Duncan Njue, I talk about you. So, 7 startups, 5 have failed. And when we talk about Transformational Thursday, that's what it's all about. Aspiring to inspire.
Yeah.
And so you could describe yourself at 27, obviously, as a serial entrepreneur, right, brother?
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell us, because obviously before we went into your music break, tell us about, besides the chronology of events. Okay, so in 2017, this person, you'd come from a meeting and that deal didn't go well. But then somebody lent you 30 bob to get to town.
Yeah.
And this 2017, and years down the road, you've paid them back. Is it 1,000-fold, brother?
Yeah.
It is 1,000-fold. By giving them you sent them 30,000 bob. So, at this point, how many have you started Growth Path?
Yeah, so Growth Path started in 2017.
Right.
I would say at the beginning of the year.
Right.
So Growth Path came from my own, I think my own passion for helping other people with technology, because what used to happen is people would have very simple problems, even businesses, and those problems could be as simple as not knowing how to do a simple setting up a system to manage, for example, a human resource. You get. So for us, we wanted to build from the beginning is to build a professional services company that could take any company out there, right, medium to large, which is our target audience, and provide them with technology support of all kinds, and also marketing support to go along with. So in 2017, that's how we started, but we started small. I started alone because in my previous experience is that hard times I usually had to go with a lot of people. So
I like that. Hard times usually hard to go with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do hard times alone.
Yeah, hard times.
I love it. Unasikia kakangu?
Yeah.
Bas. Write that down.
Yeah, so because from my previous experiences, we had tried to build a lot of other businesses. They failed, right?
Because this stems from that story where there was you had 40,000 bob and you 3 people, and you're like, what the damn?
Yeah, how do we even divide this? Some of these guys decided, hey, let me go the employment route,
right,
which is not a bad decision by any means. It's really good. It works for some people.
Yes.
Doesn't work for others.
Yes.
So for them, they decided to go that direction, which is I respect. But we decided to stay on. I decided to stay on, and so that's how I decided to build the business alone from the beginning. But with time, I started bringing people on board in terms of team members, And over the years, I grew 2 people, 5 people, 7 people, 10 people, like that. So
how many people are you now?
So currently we are, including our consultant, we are 22.
Okay, good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, so that's how we sort of like grew. But in terms of the way we managed to grow, that journey is, I think it's, I mean, for any entrepreneur, the thing that I like to say is like you need to find a space that you know about. And there's two kinds of knowledge. There's technical knowledge and there is operational knowledge. So as an entrepreneur, you need to know, let's say a very simple business like a barber shop. Okay, do you have first the technical knowledge? Because if somebody is not shaved right, do you know how that looks like? Okay,
yes,
that's the technical knowledge. All right, if you don't have the technical knowledge at the beginning, you won't be able to run that business.
You won't be able to operate it.
You won't even be able to know what's right and what's wrong.
Yes.
All right. Then do you have now the operational knowledge? Do you know how things run behind the scenes? Do you know what kind of teams need to be put together for things to work? For example, if it's a radio station, for example, this one, do you know, like, of course, it's not this team alone that works here, right? There's a team behind it. So getting that knowledge is usually very, very critical.
Okay, so listen. So now tell me, you aside from when you talk about employment, aside from the American Chamber of Commerce there at Upper Hill, that was literally internship, right?
Yeah.
Never been employed.
No.
Wow, I like that. Okay, so 2017, you start Growth Hub when?
The growth part starts at around the beginning of the year.
Yes. Around 2018 or
2017.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when we start taking off. I would say in the basic sense of things, we go and we get formally registered. We get a certificate. We get a tiny little office which can fit one person.
Yes.
And we're paying like 15,000 a month or 10, I can't remember correctly, but just small money.
Right.
So it's really we start very small. So from there, the company now we start taking on clients. Initially, I was just consulting alone because of course I had the skills myself, but also I started now bringing other people who had what you call subject matter experts. So let's say David here or James here has knowledge around a certain topic. We start bringing them on board for more for better execution, I would say, of project assigned to us. Yeah.
Okay, and then it grows. And when you say we, you say hard times. It's hard to deal with others, so you're alone.
Yeah.
Growth. Okay, so Growth Part is basically you, yourself, and you. Paka waleo. I mean, you've onboarded now partnerships.
No. I haven't taken external money yet.
Right.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But at the moment, we haven't taken any investors' money.
Right.
We've grown organically. But we might be doing that once we reach a certain stage that we are looking at.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now I've tried to get Kevin to before this is what he was supposed to be studying when he was in school. Useless. But when he was in Nazarene. But tell us about 99 Construction Africa. Because it's a construction technology company.
Yeah.
I get construction.
Yeah.
I get technology. I get company, but not just in one sentence.
Yeah. So let me tell you what. First, I wanted to what is a construction technology company?
Yeah.
So think of the processes of doing construction from the beginning to the very end.
Yes.
Take that process and digitize it and provide solutions for every stage of that construction. So what we've done is we've built, and actually we haven't formally launched this, but we've already experimented. We started it last year, but we haven't formally done a formal launch, but we've been experimenting with quite a number of clients. So what we've done is we've built a platform which allows you, if let's say you want to build a residential home for yourself, or you want to build a project for yourself, you can come in, design a project inside the platform, right? Find specialists for various things. Let's say, let me start with maybe an architect. You find an architect on the platform. You come in, you find a plumber in the platform. So you can be able to find these specialists for key areas of your construction process. Then again, you can be able to find products and know the key price ranges. So let's say, for instance, you're trying to get a bill of quantity, right? You get a bill of quantity, you get estimates from somebody, but you're not sure at this cost there. Will I be actually buying cement at a bag at 1,000 shillings? Is it 700? Is it 600? Okay, so this platform allows you to go and find people who are also supplying some of these products and services and know their price ranges. So what you're doing is we're connecting now on one side the end user, who's now the person who's doing the construction, with service providers, with product producers, and with other professionals in the industry. So we are digitizing the system itself. Yeah.
So it's like the Alibaba of construction.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh, that one, now we're on the same page.
Yeah.
It's okay. So when do you see us up and running?
So we are planning a launch in April, because next month actually, because it coincides with set of what we usually celebrate as the anniversary for GrowthPad. So it will be part of that, and also we are also in the process of commissioning our main headquarters in Westlands. So we're planning to combine that together.
I love that headquarters, my friend. So GrowthPad now, it's what, 5 years?
Yeah, it's 5 years. 5
years down the road.
Yeah.
What are you valuing it at right now?
Wow. So I would say close to $1 billion at the current rate, given our current revenues. Yeah.
Okay. So listen. Now what? You've got, so there's 99.
Yeah.
And GrowthPad. So your last failure, which one was it? Because 5 have gone down.
My last failure, I don't know if it will be my last. There might be others on the way.
Yeah, but as of today.
As of today, my last failure, I would say, last year we started an AI.
I love the way you do this proverbial we. So are you in partnership with other people? I mean, just talk about there's no I in team.
Because I wanted to ask prior the question of you being solo in the other company.
Yes.
No, I always see myself as we, because I don't know why, because I always love working with a team. So for me, everything is we. I never work alone, and I never succeed alone. So my team is always there with me. They might not be shareholders directly, but they are shareholders in certain ways, and I believe when the business grows, it grows with them. So that's why I like to refer them as we. Yeah.
So last year, that's 2022.
Yeah.
And so you started. There's a startup.
Yeah.
Again.
So we started a startup which is Miriam. If you Google, you can find it. It's called Miriam AI. It's
called what?
Miriam AI. Artificial intelligence.
Okay.
So this is in the space of artificial intelligence.
Okay.
So this startup we started last year, and we were trying to build a tool that can help businesses and also individuals save a lot of time on very simple tasks that that artificial intelligence can help them do. Think of, if you've heard of ChatGPT, what ChatGPT is doing. So ChatGPT is helping you write content faster, create things faster.
Wait, are you together? Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Same page, ne?
So we built this tool last year, and we launched it, but it wasn't very successful. The rate at which we were burning through money was too high. So we decided to shelf it at that point. So I think that I would say that was the last failure that most recent. But
okay, I get you. And which was your most? Which one touched you the most? What was the deepest? Which one caused the most pain? Obviously, they're all your babies. They're all painful. But there's one that you're like, oh man, damn that. What's the word you wanted to use? What's that F word you wanted to use, bro?
I think one company we started in 2016 would be my biggest. Everyone has some things you look at and you see these as the highest potential ever.
Yes.
Because this was a software for learning management software. Though we are doing some different business related to that, I think back then till now it's because the potential of scalability of this tool was really incredible. But at that time, we were not able to get together, one, the right people together, two, the right resources to enable us to run a long time without, going out of running out of money completely.
Right. Now, in 2016, because there's a young person who's listening to you, we hope. And, because registration of a company, there are two ways to do it. It's just Kevin and I sitting here and say, you know what, your abstract, I'm EK, we'll call it abstract. Then let's just go or we just start a biashara and then ile ngine tutakutana baadaye pesa tutagawanya love kazi iendelee. So here's 2016, you're in campus. Are you registering these companies proper? You're going to the wakili's office, you're doing the full registration proper, or how are you doing this?
No, we're doing it we're doing it very very in the funniest ways, Njue kind of a way, because as an entrepreneur, most of the time at the beginning, you don't have a lot of leg room to do some of these things, right? So we're doing things kienyeji. We're doing registration just with friends who know a thing or two about registration, and we get off the ground. So even any entrepreneur, even today, who's starting off, I think you don't have to get to have figured things out completely for you to get started.
But
let me ask you, do you think have you guys patent any of those ideas that you shared, like when you guys were starting the idea? Because from what you've told me, if you know patent, I can just run away with it.
We haven't patented any of these projects, but the one that we've gotten a trademark and a trade IP is for the 99 construction, which we are currently working on before we launch. Which we are very keen on. But what I'd like to say is that ideas they're beautiful, but they're not good enough before execution.
I love it.
So let me as a techie, because this is where most people go wrong. Do you guys do pilots before you launch a product and get guys to? Because in most cases, this softwares and everything, people are not awareness of. They don't just know SMS, WhatsApp. To them, that's the full technology. But you guys give a sample during this Corona time. There's an idea you just said. The AI one would have flown. Of the sky. I don't see where you guys shared that idea. But it would have been a nice idea because everything was online. And now the AI, they're introducing, they can actually write your CV, do post, and every other thing. So why didn't you guys just do that?
There's usually I think a number of factors before you decide on closing or continuing.
Okay.
I would give you an example of there was this platform before TikTok came called what was this, Vines. Remember Vines? Yeah, because Vine is
actually Vines were bought out.
So Vine was bought out, then it was killed. Right? But Vine was just as good or even better than TikTok in all ways. All right.
No, the difference of the algorithms.
Yeah, I know. The algorithm, they had to find you content and all that.
Excuse me. Are we talking techie?
Okay.
So let's go back. So what I was saying is, there's so many reasons why you can decide to shut down a business. All right. Sometimes you build it's a baby. You love this baby so much, and you don't want to let go. But there are so many signs that you need to look at as an entrepreneur and know when to let go. Right? Say, okay, I tried my best. This was a good idea, but it's not working. Let me try version 2.
I like that. So going back to what Kevin has said. Abstract is now. Do you, when you say shut down, do you shut down, close, or do you stop, pause, halt, put it on the shelf, and then pick it up later? All those other 5 startups, the ones that didn't take off. Have you mothballed them, or have you literally shut them down completely?
No, I would say you don't kill them. Okay. They are somewhere in your shelf. Right? Yes. But what you're doing with them is you're thinking of how do I pivot, right? how do I change it? Do I need to change the tactic of how I'm doing it? Because sometimes some ideas are really good, but the way you're doing them is the wrong way completely. Either you don't have enough knowledge, you don't have enough knowledge of the market. There are a couple of factors that can make your idea, as good as it is, not work. So put it on the shelf a bit, go and think about it, come and execute again, give it a try again.
All right, so it's Duncan Njue. You know what? 2 companies that one is launching next month, one is up and running, and you know what? 5 of them, he has multiple them, but you know what? He's a multi-million-dollar techie entrepreneur here in Kenya. The question is, what advice would you give to somebody who's listening to you right now, Duncan, and wants your advice? The numbers to dial up
0719012600.
I'ma get on to.
You can get to our social, that is SpiceFM KE, on both Twitter and Facebook.
All right, our final moments with Duncan. Now, we spoke about downtime. So we know about what you do when you're hanging out. But what do you do when you're cooling off? We're gonna get to those final moments with Duncan Njue next. Duncan Njue, thank you for coming on Transformational Thursday, where we aspire to inspire. Now, there's a young person listening to you right now, and they're like, listen, 2023, it's hard, man. It's not only hot, dusty. The shilling, proverbially, is disappearing, and we don't know where to find it. What does one do if they've got that idea for a startup, but there's no seed money? You had the experience of going through the Chamber of Commerce. So you basically learned the ways and basically, you've got the Ways and Means Committee basically literally tucked under your belt, right?
Yeah.
What does one do? They listen to you. They've got that idea. What's a 411, bro?
I think the most important thing when you want to start that idea is, first of all, you need to secure enough knowledge around the product you want to take to the market. Securing enough knowledge, then number 2, surround yourself with the people who can help some of these ideas grow. The thing is, this is a funny part about running a business, is that there's a lot of people who want to back good ideas, but the good ideas are there, but the people who can execute those good ideas are not enough.
Yes.
So you need to secure yourself with enough knowledge.
Yes.
And I like saying this, like learning is the easiest way to getting into business. Because when you have knowledge, knowledge is like that thing that gives you that competitive advantage in the market. And if you're going to start a business with the right knowledge and right information, then you talk to to a few. I like to say, technology has opened a lot of doors for us. You can go even on LinkedIn and speak to anyone. You can even speak to me on LinkedIn, and you get seed money from me. You can speak to anyone across some of these platforms. Talk to people, show them the product you're trying to bring to the market. Get yourself started, but importantly, just start where you are. If that's what it takes. So
are you mentoring? Do you have apprentices in your? You are?
Yeah, I do. I love mentoring, actually. That's something that I believe can help other entrepreneurs grow.
Yes.
I myself, I'm a product of mentorship.
Yes.
If it wasn't for mentorship, and mentorship comes in many ways, right? You can even be mentored by books. You know that, and you can be mentored by people who you know, right?
Yes.
So I love to do mentorship. I have a couple of guys that I support intentionally to help them grow. So mentorship should be a very key thing for any entrepreneurs looking to do something good.
Okay, and then so what? Are you a guy of the gym, or what do you do?
I'm more of a routine person.
Right.
My morning is I have a schedule. Like I have my my workout hour.
Right.
I have my depending on the day of the week, I have my run days. I have I have my reading hour. I have my catch up with teams, things like those. So my structure is very routine. I like to keep things in a certain structure, so they can get into a certain motion of things, get things in certain motion. So
okay. And obviously, guys listening, I mean, surely we must ask the question. And La Familia?
No. None at the moment.
None at the moment.
Yeah, but planning.
When the planning is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's like 99 construction.
Yeah.
It will be launched later.
Yeah, it will launch later.
Okay, Duncan Njue. So this weekend, are we seeing you at the Kenya Open, or are we hanging out at the Tulip, bro? Listen, it's only Hennessy v soap.
Yeah.
We can do both.
Okay, all right.
Amen.
So final words to your listener, my brother. And if one wants to get in touch with you,
Yeah.
okay, can you share your contacts, ne?
Yeah, sure.
Final words and then your contacts, please, bro.
So final word would be, I would just encourage any person out there,
Yes.
young or old.
Yes.
You can start if you want to do something, you can start as small as it gets, and you can build that up to the very top.
Yes.
But persistence, that desire to get there up to the front without losing that grit I think it's the most important thing you need to have when it comes to running a business.
I love it.
Yeah, so if you want to contact me, my email address is Njue, njue.duncan. Duncan is DUNCAN at growthpad.co.ke. That's the easiest way to find me.
I love it. Last time, sorry, you were back at Maseno?
The last time I was back in Maseno?
Yes.
2016. I haven't collected my certificate yet.
What? Hey, Baba, if you can do that for him, maybe he'll give you 30,000.
I will do that.
Duncan Njue, thank you so very much for coming on Transformational Thursday, my brother.